Welcome back, this is LoneWolf, and we're playing Vintage Story, version 1.19.4, release candidate 1, on a world designed just for this, testing. And so that's what we're doing. And how are we testing? We're testing primarily by playing. I find that to be a good method for testing because playing entails most of the things we do. Oh yeah, that would be good to get rid of you just for inventory space. So that's what I'm doing. And what have I found? I have found that it's largely very good. On my computer, I think it's my computer's fault. I do get some periodic lag. I sometimes just have some weird stuff going on in Vintage Story. I have played Vintage Story on this computer for a very long time. I have way more than enough hardware to not be getting lag. And the lag has really only appeared in 1.19, the lag that I'm talking about. And we're moving on. I guess I can mark it though. So I've pressed dim, and what are we doing? Wow. Anyways, like I said, periodic weird lag. This is the third keyboard that I'm trying. My better one, the W key, quit working. So I pulled that out and went and grabbed the one that I used to have hooked up to this. And it had problems before where it was generating more keystrokes than I did, causing problems, as you can imagine. I went over to my son's and got another keyboard from him, different than any keyboard I'd tried, but it was the same name brand as the one that was generating extra keys on this computer. Well, that one started generating extra keys also. I kid you not. Extra keystrokes, not extra keys. The number of the keys stayed the same. That could be... No, that's not the stuff. It needs to be chocolate. Wow, like it needs to be that right there. I don't know how I'm getting up there. But I'm gonna do it. Wolf doesn't pass on good soil. I'm not unwilling to use the lesser soil in my farm, but I don't if I don't have to, and I will exercise patience, and I will exercise crawling all over creation, and I will work my butt off to travel far enough and long enough and wide enough to find the good stuff so that I don't have to use the lesser stuff in my farm. So the same branded keyboard as I had problems with before that I put back on and had same problems again. That keyboard is now off, and I'm using a very old Dell keyboard that feels like, and I'm not trying to be insulting here, but you know, it's been around a long time. It probably never felt particularly expensive or high quality. Anyways, it feels like a $5, $10 keyboard that I could go to Walmart and buy. So I'm using a very simple keyboard. Has absolutely nothing extra on it. That is to say, I press E and nothing's going on. Wow. Let us continue. So, the least expensive option is currently working. Hasn't got rid of any lag, so while the other keyboard absolutely had issues of generating extra keystrokes that I wasn't pushing, wrong keys that I wasn't pushing, we're not having that problem, but I still have the lag problem. Alright, so I haven't been here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, I would be very delighted to have Horestail. Thank you, please. Oh me, oh my. If I'm going to do any automation, I'd better get myself some resin. The forest that I'm living in, I don't have any what I would call pressed escape, and we're waiting. Wow. Anyways, no resin around me. We have some pine trees, but not very many, and haven't seen any resin on anything. I haven't been specifically looking for it until just now, but I certainly would have noticed it. Particularly, or in part, because oh my gosh, I'm just passing it by. I hope to heck inventory is going to be a problem for me, but I'm not passing that by. Flax is great, sure, but nutritious food is better. I have flax growing in my farm. I'll be able to grow it from here to eternity. I'm not desperate to have it out on the road anymore. Any German chocolate colored soils, aka high fertility. Let's see, where am I getting my stuff? Yeah. Pressed M 3 seconds ago, still waiting. Yeah, I like where I'm heading as far as soils go. Do I have a world that just doesn't have the forestation? I know when you go to load your world now, it shows you information about the settings on your world and shows you only those things that are not default, and mine's not saying anything about forestation. In fact, I think there's a setting in customization, but you couldn't prove it by me. I would not bet on what I just said to be correct. Wouldn't do it, wouldn't do it, wouldn't do it. M. Look at that. Just like a champ. That's just mountain there. There's no forest there. Where are the forests? I mean, I have patches of trees, but where are the forests on this world? Yeah, look, so we're by a jungle now. So we've got some jungle type stuff going on. Kapok, bamboo. I haven't seen a purple heart, but I haven't been going into the jungle for the most part. I very much dislike the jungle area. You know, I hate the bamboo. Let's put it that way. Very much a bamboo in front of my face hater. Because you can't move, you can't get through it. I'm holding my right mouse button down. Wow. Well, I think the best next thing for me, and I so don't want to do this, is wipe my computer. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen peanuts in forever. In the wild, I should say. Wipe my computer, get the OS reinstalled, see what that does. I used to do that, try to do that like every 6 months, just as a matter of course, because Windows collects things. Every time you install something, crap is always left behind. Registry just gets larger and larger. File system gets stuff left all over it. Uninstall does all kinds of things, but you know, if the uninstaller's not written right, it's going to leave stuff behind. So I'm not trying to rant here. I'm trying to figure out what is the problem, what is causing these problems that I am not used to on my computer, especially not with Vintage Story. Well, we've left the dark green stuff. Now we're going to some other stone biome. Which is great if you're hunting down copper, etc. I want resin. I want horsetail, please. I want a normal forest, please. Hello, goats. Do they even exist on this map? Now, my other 119 generated map, I literally spent hours both in-game, running around, going in virtually straight lines, going into spectator mode, flying over the world, under the world, trying to find any source of lime. I never did find any. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It means I never found any. Whoa, no, none of that has come down gently. Holy crap. How am I going to get down from here? It's all just vertical. Yeah, break. So that I can immediately toss you. Wow. This I am not happy about. Not happy in the least. Just walk along the edge and see if there's a place where it ever goes down without being death-defying leaps. Maybe over there by the sunflowers. Arf, arf, arf. Arf, 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 little doggy. Wolf likes dogs. Real dogs. Oh, look at this thing. Now that is a structure. Well, we're moving. Direction says south. I can get some healing items when they're around. Let's go over here by the hyenas to get some healing items so I can get attacked while I'm collecting it. Let's get the heck out of here. I'm not looking at anything on the ground. I'm not looking for copper. I'm not looking for anything. I'll bet you there's meteor in there. But I say that in 9.8% of the time I find out I'm wrong. And yet I have friends that, whatever they do different than me, they've got it figured out. All right, Mr. Trader, what have you got? Well, so 7 gears. He's got 2 supplies. So for 14 gears, you could get 4 cabbage seeds. Well, he's got 8 flax seeds, and for 10 gears, you could have those. For the bargain price. All right, I pressed E and we're just sitting there. Okay. Really, the only question is, when do I wipe out my computer? Because that is forthcoming. I don't want to do it. 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 All right, middle of nowhere. Gosh, look at all the hyenas. Man. Well, if this trip lasts long enough, I'll get home and have lots of leather. I'm not looking for this trip to last that long. But it could. Right now I'm seeing absolutely nothing of interest. But again, once again, I am literally not looking at what's on the ground that I'm walking across, not looking at any of the rocks. I could be walking over tin, I could be walking over gold, I could be walking over anything, and I am literally just not even looking. It's not what my focus right now is. So this is turning into what next? Limestone? Chalk? It's awfully white compared to this. Just tell me it's not andesite. Oh, chalk. Oh, Wolf does love himself some chalk. Problem with these is they have such a short shelf life. Oh, I love chalk. Favorite favorite material, I think. I like the basalt too. The true black and the true white. Well, chalk is not the whitest thing in the game. That would be snow. Where's the forests? Alright, let's head east. And that's getting all south and a little west, I think. Might be a reasonable path through the water. Might be. What are you, you little thing? Nubian something. Hi, Nubian something. There's a trader down there. That's got absolutely nothing to do with my thought process. And why am I picking all these saguaro fruit? Because I can, and if I get injured, it is the only thing. Basalt! Oh, look at that. The two brightest and darkest, all those, yeah, two brightest and darkest stone materials, rock material, whatever, in the game, next to each other. At least over here in the green. Pressed E, and I'm sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. Alright, let's go see the trader. Need to do something about my computer, apparently. Furniture trader, you say? You know what, he might have a lantern for me. It is entirely possible. I think so. 7 gears. 8 gears. 10 gears. Oh, black bronze, okay. Bismuth bronze. You know what works absolutely perfectly for me? Copper. We'll have to step outside before we can complete this transaction, sir. What is that? Paint, yeah, I know it's painting. Bogfort. And if I thought this stuff was cool, then I guess I'd be willing to spend the money for it. It's a lantern to me. That's great. Right now we're putting you over there. You are 18, okay. Well, hey look, sure glad I came down this far so I could find a furniture trader to buy a lantern from. And I'm actually not being completely sarcastic either. Yeah, after playing on these 119 worlds that I've made, I find myself feeling the exact same way as the first time, which is I'm getting really discouraged. Oh, himself some obsidian. I find myself getting discouraged. Discouraged because I gotta be able to find the different types of materials. And yeah, we found the obsidian. Oh, I think this is the prettiest stuff. I think that color is, I can't describe how much I love that color. And all of my spears need to be replaced with obsidian spears. So 5.2 when thrown, 5 1/4 when thrown, 5 when thrown, 40 durability on the flint, 56 durability on the obsidian. I know we're not talking about big numbers here, but you know they're better when you're using them, that's for sure. I do like the basalt rock too. It's not chalk, but I think it's a nice material. Did you find some lag there, Wolf? Yep, sure did. I'm good at finding lag. Oh, come on. Not go up. I like getting these as rocks too. This is my color in this game. This is it. This is the color that Wolf loves the mostest. Oops. That was my stair out here. No big deal. So, 117 pieces. Boy, I can't be happier than that. Just can't be. Back on my way down here from spawn, I came across basalt, and I would have loved to have picked up lots of obsidian then. I picked up every piece I could find on the surface, but I had no way to dig down and get more of it. You're spoiling. Okay, well, okay, so we got this huge body of water. I don't want to go that way. So clearly then, I want to go this way. And we'll find out where this goes in our next episode, because this is the end of this one. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, maybe give me a like. Love to get comments from you, questions. Come watch the next one with me, please. Thank you so much, and goodbye.